Alright. Hello, and welcome to Stasis Pod, the Transformers animated podcast. I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
I'm David.
And today we are looking at the second part of Transwarped, the Transformers animated Season 3 premiere.
The Transwarpening.
That's right. Previously on Transformers Animated, we got some flashbacks about Omega Supreme. We got Starscream and Megatron in space finding Omega Supreme. We got...
And Starscream finding out that his mouth is his greatest weapon.
Yes. We got a bunch of Decepticons and Autobots who we're not going to see again.
Alas.
I think we maybe see them in cameos later, but we're certainly not getting Judd Nelson again.
Aww.
And we got some strange revelations about Sari Sumdak.
Dun dun.
Is she a robot? Is she a person? Is she a robot person?
Is she some sort of trans-organic?
And, of course, will this not matter because they're all about to get murdered by the Headmaster.
Who has taken over Starscream's body.
Yes.
Which Starscream doesn't need anymore because he is a head floating in space with Megatron.
Why is he floating in space like this?
I guess we'll find out.
Transformers, holding me tonight. Transformers, robots in disguise. Autobots wage the battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticon. Transformers, all as they agree.
So there's a pretty sweet Optimus Prime Headmaster fight. He gets the Sumdax to safety, even though Sari insists that she should actually have a separate hiding spot from her, not actually her father. That is cold.
Yeah, she is good at being awful.
Yeah, and also kind of cold here. The Headmaster is not trying to he's not trying to destroy Sumdak's business or whatever. He's trying to straight up murder Sumdak and his child.
It's pretty serious.
Headmaster on a Seeker. I know it's serious.
Yes.
So they fight. Prime obviously has the skill, but as a Decepticon, Starscream's body is bigger and stronger and has more firepower. And indeed, it is pretty resilient to Sari's little energy balls. But thankfully, Optimus Prime does eventually hit the Headmaster with a truck. The Headmaster takes this opportunity to call everybody noobs, and I believe it's Sari who makes fun of him for having it's Sumdak, tries to sacrifice himself for Sari, and talks about him having a big, dumb, giant head.
Yes.
There's some good fighting here with Prime converting back and forth from robot and vehicle mode.
Yes, he hits him in truck mode, then kind of uses his arms to grab him, and then tricks him because the Headmaster is an idiot into transforming into jet mode. But because Starscream has a relatively tiny head, his head just gets crushed like a compacted car cube and falls off.
Yes, Optimus specifically says that transforming isn't always easy, especially for a noob such as yourself.
Oh, he turned it back on him.
Aww.
Now,
I just like such as yourself. I like how he's almost there. Almost Prime.
That's right, Headmaster. Now it is you who are the noob.
And so, yes, he has to prove that he is not a noob. He tries to transform and squishes himself.
Yeah. And then he just gets... Starscream's, headless body just kind of staggers off into the river like Princess Mombi from Return to Oz.
Also, I would like to point out that Starscream's, physical damage has disappeared in this episode.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Headmaster unit has nanites?
I'm going to say yes. Or maybe he stopped to fix it before he got to the Burger Bot?
No, because when he showed up at the Burger Bot, I think it was still beaten up.
Oh.
I think
okay,
it's just
then.
the switch in animation from...
Yeah, everything reset between episodes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So he just gets handed over to the police, and this is actually the first time... No, he was arrested in his second... Yeah. So he's handed over to the cops, and that's the last we see of the headmaster.
This is the last we see of him.
In fact, it's kind of the last we see of any of the human villains.
Yep, that's it. They have now been
There was-
replaced with Cybertronian cameos.
Yes, robots taking our jobs. It's the mechanization of the evil industry.
It's true.
There was apparently a cutscene.
They even took our main human character.
Yeah, there was apparently a cutscene with Angry Archer from a later episode, and then we see Porter C. Powell briefly
Oh.
again.
Well, he's a villain, but not really a super villain like everybody else.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I mean
just a
he's
human villain.
like if this was Batman the Animated Series, he would be like Rupert Thorne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or that Ed Asner guy who looked like Norman Osborn.
Yes, I remember him. I remember him being...
Roland
yes!
Daggett.
Oh, Daggett.
Who is kind of that guy who gets, like, Bane to death in Dark Knight Rises. He's the bad guy from Rogue One.
Ooh.
Oh.
He's a, why the hell don't I own Wayne Industries yet?
Yeah.
Well, it's because I don't care, because I'm Bane. I'm just gonna snap your neck.
Because I'm Bane.
Yeah, that's
my name.
Anyway,
so Headmaster plot is over. We check back in with Prowl, who thinks that the baby robot that Sumdak found was, yes, a Cybertronian protoform, and it scanned Professor Sumdak, as we kind of all figured out earlier, because we all watched Beast
Yeah,
Wars.
how is he the only... Like, do the other Transformers not... Did the other Autobots not know where Autobots come from?
It's possible they don't.
Wow. Man, that's weird.
Yes, it is.
I mean, yeah, it is weird, but that's weird.
I mean, Transformer reproduction has always been kind of weird, as it often seems like they don't quite know how it happens.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like in that Generation 2 issue where Prime goes back as like a vision quest, and he's all, whoa, hey, reproduction happened? That's new to me. I just never thought about it.
well, that brought up budding and other weird stuff in G2, so,
Yeah, there's a bunch of purple guys coming out of you. And that also produced evil.
You know, evil. It happens.
Yep. So Sari is kind of okay with this. Because I guess this means that Sumdak is kind of her dad.
Well, yeah, half the
Although given that
DNA came from him, and the other half came from robots. What?
Although this makes the Tigatron Snowstalker relationship from Beast Wars kind of more upsetting.
Yeah.
Like, was she actually his mother?
I mean...
Kind of.
In this sense, yeah.
I guess that really just depends on whether it was actually, like, incorporating the DNA of whatever it scanned into what it was, or whether it was just, you know, like, artificial... I guess whether it was mimicking it or whether it was actually reproducing it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of thoughts.
And then nobody actually knows how the protoform actually got there, but Ratchet radios in, says that Bulkhead's beat up and Bumblebee is gone, and that's the last we're ever going to talk about. We will never discuss this again.
Let's never speak of this again.
So, Omega Supreme, he has been convinced by Megatron to take him to justice, by which, taking him to Cybertron, but for the rest of the episode, it is going to be like those episodes of Ninja Turtles where Krang and Shredder can't get enough energy to power the Technodrome.
Aw, man.
Megatron, we need to get back to Dimension X! R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
Aww.
That guy who played Krang is still around, though. I think he was just on that, new Ninja Turtles cartoon playing, 80s Krang.
Huh.
I
That's interesting.
thought the main Krang was a woman. What? I haven't seen any of that new show.
It was Roseanne.
Yes,
Oh,
the
Roseanne.
Krang Prime.
And then there was also another Krang that was Gilbert Gottfried.
Ah, nice.
What? Just thinking about Gilbert Gottfried as a brain in a jar is kind of horrifying.
But Krang Prime is Roseanne Barr, which is pretty great.
But no, I guess there was like an episode where they like went into the 80s Ninja Turtles universe.
Oh, they do that in every series now.
Yes, but this time I think it's like a union production, so they got the actual living voice actors.
Nice.
Well, they did that the last time they did that with the 2003 series.
Rob Paulson and Cam
No, they
Clark?
got like guys doing imitations.
What?
They did not get the
I
actual
thought-
guys.
I could have sworn they got at least 2 or 3 of them.
But Rob Paulson
I'm
and
pretty
Cam
sure
Clark.
they got... Well, I mean, Rob Paulson's already on the current one playing a different
Yeah,
Ninja
I
Turtle.
was gonna say, isn't at
There you
least
go.
one of them
He's
already in it?
Like, I assume by the time Rob Paulson dies, he will have played all 4 Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then when he's old, he can play Splinter.
Nice.
Actually, speaking of, I actually just heard Rob Paulson on Gilbert Gottfried's podcast, and he is a lovely man.
He has his own podcast, you know.
Yeah, I've got to listen to that. I keep meaning to, and I always forget to look it
I
up.
had to listen to the one with Charlie Adler because, you know, then there's like
Aerial Bot
3
Reunion.
out of 5 aerial bots. Also, Charlie Adler, when left to his own devices, is super gay, and it makes me so happy.
Gayer than Cam Clark?
I would say no, but not too far off.
I mean, Cam Clark not only has recorded an album of love songs to men, but also played He-Man. I don't think it's physically possible to be gayer than Cam Clark.
Yes, but yes.
And I say this in an entirely admiring context. Like, that's amazing.
And I believe he actually moved to Canada to do the He-Man show.
Oh, right, because that was all like
Yeah,
Beast
because
Wars
he
guys.
had been part of, I guess, the LA voice contingent, and he actually moved up to Vancouver so he could play He-Man. Also, I at least have MP3s of that album. It makes me so happy. But yeah, I would say not quite that much, but definitely not leaving any questions.
Yeah.
Oh, I did remember,
So anyway,
Cam Clark is Yellow Dancer in Robotech.
Yes.
Although not the singing voice.
Oh, but
Huh.
he sings. That makes me sad.
Ah.
But yes. He was the
So that,
first and possibly to this date, only actual cross-dressing character in ostensibly a kid's show.
Isn't there, I think there was a recent one, but I don't remember what that was called. I don't remember.
I mean, a serious one as opposed to Bugs Bunny and Drag, which is different.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I think we all know that the best cross-dressing character in animation is Cyber Six.
Well,
Oh, right. I always forget about that.
That was like on Fox Kids.
yeah, that's fair.
That was a very strange television show.
Yeah, wasn't it like French or something?
I think based on like an
Spanish?
Argentinian comic, and then it was I think the French were involved somehow, and it was also like produced in Canada, but it was animated by TMS,
Aha.
so it looked amazing.
Nice.
And then I think all the voice actors were Canadians.
Yay, Canadians.
So I don't know that any Americans were involved in any capacity, but it was extremely strange. And it aired on American TV. For 13 gloriously bizarre episodes.
But yeah, I don't know like who Gilbert Gottfried tends to talk to or have on or anything, but I can say that Rob Paulson's show is very heavily voice actor and voice acting industry oriented, so it's a good listen.
It's very eclectic. They also had Billy West a while ago.
Ooh.
So they occasionally get a voice actor.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Anyway, okay, so yeah, the Megatron and Starscream are doing the Shredder and Krang thing pretty much the whole episode. We cut back to them eventually, and eventually Megatron just figures out that he can use the Allspark fragment embedded in Starscream's head to power the Technodrome, by which I mean Omega Supreme.
By basically just shoving him down a chute. Just shoving him into the compartment. Poor guy.
And going back to the flashback plot, we find out that speaking of things that are dumb, Omega was deliberately engineered to be a thing that is dumb, so he could be more easily controlled.
That's so messed up. And he could be so more easily controlled specifically into, like, being a war machine. It's so messed up, man.
Well, and Ratchet, to his credit, thinks that's pretty messed up, man.
Yeah, that's basically Ratchet's response is, wow.
And so when, Omega Supreme powers up and he's all, I am your tool, I am your servant, I'm your weapon. And Ratchet's all, I'm Ratchet, I'm your friend.
I can't deal with that. Oh, Ratchet.
And we get a little bit of Perceptor there, who we are saving on voice actors by just giving him Stephen Hawking voice.
Yes. Yes, he has a generated voice, according to, I guess, the Allspark Almanac, because he deleted his personality software to make more room for intellect.
Ouch. I mean, that's a vaguely problematic view of Stephen Hawking.
That's true, but...
I mean, I saw that whole movie. He's got all sorts of emotions and Oscar-worthy acting moments.
Yeah.
It's a bad movie. It's just Eddie Redmayning it up.
Oh, well, yes, it's a bad movie, but it's Eddie Redmayne being crazy, so that sounds fun.
Well, yes. Although I kind of like him more, I thought he was fine in that Fantastic Beasts, where he's kind of subdued-ish. It's not bad.
I still want to see that Jupiter Ascending, because it sounds ridiculous as shit.
It does sound amazing.
I guess I'm not a huge Wachowski fan. I like that first Matrix okay, but those sequels killed my soul.
Yeah, they're good. Speed Racer.
I actually have not seen it.
It's dumb, it's ridiculous, it's stupid, it's just like the old cartoon.
Yes, okay, according to the wiki, as you may have heard me looking up on my very clicky new mechanical keyboard, that Derek Wyatt said in an interview that Perceptor deleted his emotions and personality to make room in his hard drive so he could be even smarter. And then that was canonized in the Allspark Almanac too, or it was said that he deleted most of his personality subroutines to leave more room for science. which I love that way of putting it. But I think this is 'cause the toy of Perceptor that was a truck came out later. So he was actually like a truck with a microscope in the bed that could like open up a little bit to be like a little science station. But yeah, I guess that was, I mean, it's not that far to take the idea of Perceptor. Like, I'm sure I have mentioned on this very podcast about Perceptor in the G1 cartoon just turning into a giant robot-sized microscope and just going. And how I showed that too, I was watching it with a friend and he was so offended. Like, that just seemed so much like cheating. But yeah, I think this was the first Perceptor being a truck with a microscope on it, that they then, had a toy of that was G1 oriented. It's so offended.
So, we cut to Cybertron, we got Long Arm Prime, who is talking to Cliffjumper, who has lines for the first time.
Yeah.
And he is David Kaye.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
And I guess he's just like Long Arm's secretary?
I mean, he just seems to be working with him, so.
Yeah, so Long Arm's all, hey, why can't I open these space bridges? And he's all, like we have Decepticons like coming in like from everywhere, so they're just all shut down.
We can't have that. We need Decepticons coming in from everywhere.
Is something that I would say if I was a Decepticon secret agent, which I'm totally not.
He's such a bad liar, though.
Well, the plan's supposed to be coming to fruition. Everything's supposed to be happening now, and nothing's going right.
Yeah, like, this is, like, he was thinking, like, that I was supposed to not have to wear this dumb face ever again, like 3 hours ago. And now I'm just hanging out like a doof, talking office politics with my colleagues who I all want to murder with my claw hands.
With my giant-chinned colleagues.
Yes. Hey, speaking of murders, here's Blurr, who has successfully run across the galaxy to Cybertron.
He's so great.
And he's all, hey,
he's so winded. I like that. Like, robots don't need to breathe, and yet he's so winded.
I mean, he had a long run.
Yeah.
So he's all, hey, there's a double agent on Cybertron. I have his voice, and now I can identify that voice with the Cybertron database, and then we can find out who it is, and we can send him to jail, and that'd be a really bad thing to tell somebody if they were actually that double agent, and oh crap.
Yeah, Long Arm's like, what kind of information is it that you have? I'm gonna murder you now.
Yep. And so he runs into some tunnels, and, Shockwave can't catch up to him, but instead he uses the Crush-O-Matic to trap him, and then just, in an extremely horrifying shot, just crushes him to his apparent death.
So he's dead.
Yeah,
apparently he was supposed to be dead at that point.
Yes.
I think there was some debate between two of the creative groups. I don't know if it was the art people and the writers.
Well, yeah, it was probably Derek wanted to keep him alive like usual, and also there was, on the commentary they mentioned a cut scene that was never filmed or might have been voice acted, where Beachcomber was also supposed to be there, and Shockwave was gonna kill him first.
Man.
No! You can't have Beachcomber just show up and get killed. That's cruel.
I know.
He's such a nice guy.
It could have been a more body count in this episode.
And if there's one thing Shockwave hates, it's hippies.
We're lucky we only had one.
I guess. Jeez. Man.
But yeah, poor Blurr gets turned into a little squished cube.
Yeah, I think we're gonna see a little more of this late in the third episode, and then we can tell you what is gonna happen to this cube.
Yeah.
Yes.
The cube. Well, it gets thrown into another universe and starts the movie series.
Where is the cube?
No.
Once again, you fail me, Starscream.
Aw, I love that though. In the movie. And he's like that. Like,
I
damn.
kind of just love Megatron stomping around yelling at people.
Yes.
Being all Agent Smith.
Being sassy with his pet elephants.
I mean, I think Megatron is consistently like one of the better parts of those movies, whether he be Agent Smith or I guess he's just Frank Welker now.
I like him more when he gets to be Frank Welker, though.
Because he's like the only consistent Decepticon that stays from movie to movie, except for Starscream in the first few.
Yes. Well, his head's in the new one.
Punked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somehow got to Buffalo. Anyway, so Bulkhead is being fixed up back at the Autobot base, and Sariel's all, hey, instead of using tools and actual medical knowledge, I can just stick my key in there and he'll be A-okay.
I'll just use some magic.
Yes.
Let me just magic this up.
Because I'm like a magic robot now.
Yeah. And Ratchet's like, you can't always fix everything with magic, sorry.
Yes, and
just because yes, I can.
Just because something is easier and faster and newer doesn't make it better. And she's all, yes, it obviously does.
Poor Ratchet.
And indeed, Bulkhead would prefer, the key as opposed to this senile old man poking around in him with pointy metal implements.
Poor Ratchet. I feel so bad for him this entire episode. And the last one.
And also, of course, we still don't know where Bumblebee is. And so Bulkhead finally figures out that, I can use a retrieval beacon generator, which also kind of looks like an old cash register.
Yeah, I could see that.
And he was like, hey, we can use this to find Bumblebee because, again, I am a genius.
Yes. I am a space-rich genius.
Yes. I mean, so back in space, Megatron's trying to get Omega to work, and they come upon some asteroids. But once they shine some lights on them, they are not asteroids. They're not just rocks. They're rock lords, mighty living rocks.
It's pretty exciting.
Ooh. It is, but like the commentary track, they say like Derek didn't intentionally design them as rock lords, but that's some of what they are.
I mean, they're rocks that transform into things that are not rocks. That makes them rock lords. That is the rule.
People-shaped things. Yes.
Well, okay, to be fair, they don't transform into robots necessarily. They transform into rock monsters.
Well, the rock lords kind of transform into people and monster-shaped things anyway. They're not exactly...
Yeah, I mean, the bad guy rock lords are definitely more monstery looking. Unfortunately, none of these are voiced by...
One's got two heads.
Margot Kidder, Roddy McDowell, Telly Savalas, or that dude from Flashdance. Michael Nouri.
Alas.
If it gives you any indication of how successful GoBots were vis-a-vis Transformers, take a look at those celebrity voice actors.
Yeah, you didn't see them having Orson Welles.
Nope. But, I mean, I like Roddy McDowell as much as the next guy, but come on, the guy from Flashdance?
Yeah, well, Telly Savalas is... No, I guess Telly Savalas is about the same level as Roddy McDowell. When you see him, it's like, hey, that guy, I like that guy. But
it's that guy.
He doesn't make a movie.
I don't think Kojak was even still on.
No.
Well, he was in movies.
I mean, it was probably in reruns. My dad has been watching Kojak lately. I just want to mention that. Old people stuff. Telly Savalas, that's like those, I see casting like that now where it's like no kid is going to understand that. It's obviously just for their parents to be like, oh hey, he was in Kojak like 10 years ago.
Even in like 1986, that wasn't something that kids were impressed by.
No, but my dad would have been impressed by it, even in 1986.
They might have known Judd Nelson though.
Yeah. He was in Breakfast Club. Everybody liked Breakfast Club.
Anyway, so the Omega Supreme transwarps away just in time for Bumblebee, who is somehow like on some sort of quantum tether here, to end up right in the middle of these rock lords. And he just gets immediately eaten.
Aww, poor guy.
So hey, it's time for the Autobots to bring Bumblebee back home. So they lock into his signature, they teleport him back home, but unfortunately they have also brought the Rock Lord that he is inside.
Yep, they think they've got Bumblebee, they've got a rock monster. Good job.
It wasn't a rock, it was a rock monster.
Monster.
Rock monster, rock. Okay.
Ooh, I haven't had lobster in
Poor
a while.
David.
I'm hungry. What? No, I'm just thinking about food. Oh,
there goes a narwhal.
Is it before or after this that Ratchet is like super extra cranky and brings his EMP with him?
Yes. He says, I'm going to face my trauma head on by using this weapon that once erased a woman's mind against some monsters or whatever bullshit you're sending me out to fight.
Yeah, basically.
Although, I don't think an EMP...
He's so cranky that he managed to shut up Prowl.
Yeah, does anybody have any problem with that? And it's kind of like that Power Surge in Beast Wars, where Pterosaur's got all that super energon power, and he's all, does anybody else want to face me? And they're all, nope, no.
Nope.
Nope. That's okay. How about no?
So, this giant monster was teleported to Detroit. It's a monster. It's going to start rampaging. And so the Autobots are going to go stop it. And Sari is determined to go along with them because she is now a robot hero.
Yeah.
And
you don't tell her no, she's not good.
no.
She was bad enough before.
Yes. But Prime is entirely within his rights because, he doesn't know what she's capable of or how fragile she is, and she clearly doesn't really know anything about her own powers, so you gotta stay here.
Yes. Also, she's gonna get in trouble.
Yep. Well, she's gonna get in more trouble now because she decides, hey, this key upgrades machines. I'm a machine. And then she just opens up like she's about to put the Matrix in there and just puts the key in, and we get a transformation sequence for a person.
Yay!
Well, we get a pretty magical girl transformation sequence.
The beginning of it, at least. I mean, it's a very, magical girl by way of Janie Hewlett, sort of, who is the animator who is mostly known now for doing the Gorillas stuff.
I believe did he also do Tank Girl?
Oh yeah, there's...
Yes. That's what he did before he was in the Gorillas.
That explains a lot, because there's one shot of, Sari that, in profile where it looks so much like Noodle. Huh.
And I am certain that Derek Wyatt is likes his art. So, it's really not that surprising.
So she's got armor that kind of makes her look like, the main guy from Metabots.
Yes!
Meta B?
Meta B. She's still got her sort of kicky skirt and her pigtails, except she's now, taller and seemingly older.
Yes, and her pigtails are shorter.
Yes. And she's, more proportionally built, as, she's a teenager now?
Kinda, yeah.
Yes.
Her design upgrade, as she gave herself robot puberty, is mostly good, except for one thing that really, really, really annoys me, and in some scenes it's even worse. Her neck is, extra long.
Yeah, I think that's mostly just when she's in
so
this
weird.
outfit.
I think, cause her neck goes up and then she's got a collar on, and then there's more neck before the head. In some shots, her neck is almost as long as her head is tall.
Yeah.
Maybe it just bothers me so much because it's a thing I used to do and still do. Sometimes, I make necks too long when I'm drawing.
Mm-hmm.
And you look back on it, it's oh my god, that's so wrong. It looks horrible. She's got a giraffe.
Aww.
So yeah, she is super powered up, and in the name of the moon, she will punish you.
Yes. In the name of Cybertron's moons, she will punish you.
In the name of Moon Base 1, I shall punish you.
Yes. Yes.
Oh man, Sailor Moon Base 1.
Aww.
Ooh.
If this isn't on Tumblr yet, I think that just by speaking those words, I've caused it to manifest.
What? I'm not sure if those word combos have gone before, but you've seen or heard of G Gundam, right?
Yes, right, was it?
Yeah.
Sailor
Noble
Gundam?
No, Noble Gundam looks like basically
right.
Sailor Moon is a Gundam.
Right, from, was it Denmark?
Somewhere
Sweden?
in
I
the
think
Netherlands
Sweden.
is up there.
It's like
Sweden?
no
No,
bell.
because the Netherlands has the windmill.
Oh, right, Nether Gundam with the windmill.
And then, is it, maybe it's Denmark that has somebody in a fish suit?
Yes. The mermaid. The mermaid Gundam.
Yeah, the mermaid is Scandinavian.
I'm pretty sure that I think it's supposed to be Nobel, but it's
Noble
Right,
Gundam
because
is
like the Nobel Prize, so that would be Sweden.
Neo-Sweden.
And I don't know, is Sweden known for its magical girls?
but I guess it's known for its blondes.
I guess.
Yeah, so they had to have it from somewhere.
No, they didn't.
I mean,
didn't.
all
Yes,
I know,
yes.
the main thing I know about G Gundam is that the main thing I know about G Gundam is that Neo Canada has Lumber Gundam, who is a Mountie.
Yeah.
Who has an axe.
And while everybody else has Gundam space names, the guy from Neo Canada is named Andrew.
They're not
I
all
actually
space
have...
names.
I think
have
probably
Lumber
it was
Gundam?
published by Tokyo Pop, but I have a little manga-sized, little G Gundam source book kind of thing that actually has pictures of all of them,
Ooh.
and I love just handing that to people
I want
who
that.
are
I
not
didn't know there was that. okay, admittedly, the American guy's name is Chibody Crockett, which is kind of a mess.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes! And
Crockett
he's
is
a rock
fine
star!
last name. Chibody is just
And
weird.
his Gundam has a surfboard for a shield, and it has big football player shoulder pads. It's got a football helmet, and it's got big football player shoulder pads that come off and turn into boxing gloves.
Yeah.
And his gun is like a revolver. And it's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Good. Yeah.
Also, I gave myself nerve damage building a model kit of it one time, so I hate the Maxter Gundam.
Oh, yeah, it's not.
Yeah, Andrew Graham is the Canadian guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
I think
it's
he used
no
to play for the
tribute.
Bruins in the 70s.
Yeah.
So yes. So the Autobots are out to get the Rock Lord, and Sari comes in with, she's got, energy skates.
Yes, not like roller skates, but like ice skates, which I guess is
Yes.
appropriate for Detroit.
That is super cool. I mean, it is Hockey Town.
Yeah.
At least that's what they call themselves. We'll see how it works when they miss the playoffs for a few years, because their team is terrible. She doesn't really have a consistent theme here, because I would think with the skate she would have, a hockey stick or something, but she's got, arm blades and a big hammer.
Yes,
Yeah.
like a Pika hammer. A
What?
Pika hammer.
I don't know what that means.
It's the squeaky hammer.
Oh, okay.
I always called it the quack
But
hammer.
that's more like it's a Japanese term for it, is a Pika
Okay,
hammer.
Oh. Well, it sort of looks like a glowing version of Magnus's hammer, kind of.
Yeah.
Which admittedly
In
is kind of
Japan, when they
spooky.
do things like have a Gal Gaigar toy that
Yeah.
turns into a giant squeaky hammer for Gal Gaigar.
Yeah, Goldie Marg. They have an entire robot that becomes a giant hammer for another giant robot. Oh, Gal Geiger's
Yeah.
great.
That job sucks.
Yes.
I'm gonna hit people with you. Even the sword guy, you're, cutting into them.
Yeah.
But, you were just gonna be horribly concussed as the guy who turns into the hammer guy.
Yeah.
Well, I think on the toy of it, the hammer actually comes off of the back of the robot. It isn't entirely the robot itself.
Okay, so it's not like his head is just being wanged into
I
people.
can't remember if his head is part of the hammer. I forget if it stays on the robot part or the hammer part.
But anyway, speaking of
You
people with robot parts, Sari is a friggin' murder machine.
Yeah, it's like, oh
Because
shit,
she just hits this rock monster with the hammer, and it just breaks into rubble.
murders this smart, intelligent. I was like, she killed the thing until the parts just get up and start walking around on their own.
Yeah, it gets all Sorcerer's Apprentice on us, and the little chunks of it turn into little rock monsters. So now we have the answer as to whether Sari would rather fight a horse-sized duck, or 40 duck-sized horses. So, and they are tiny enough that she just makes them into gravel, and thankfully at that point they do not just turn into teensy little rock monsters, up to the point where people are just breathing them in.
That would be deeply unfortunate.
I think that's the plot of Kurt Vonnegut's Slapstick.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Unfortunately, the rocks are no longer the problem. It's Sari, who the key has sent into overload, and in her case, overload means murder everybody.
Yeah! Well, it has already tasted blood. Rock
Yes,
blood.
rock
But
blood,
she's
which I guess is
killed something
lava?
now.
Oil?
She's killed something now.
What?
You know what it is, Sari, to take a man's life, to everything he ever will be? Unforgiven. Anyway,
Uh-oh.
so everybody's got to kind of try and fight her, but not fight her enough to break her. But unfortunately, she has no such compunctions, or at least cannot stop herself from breaking them. Ratchet's magnets don't work. Prowl's ninja bullshit doesn't work.
Yeah, he tries to hum at her. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Speaks up loud.
Yeah, not
I'm gonna
so
try this
much.
Jedi mind trick. And then no, he just gets blown away.
Yeah.
And now Sari is gonna try and use the power of friendship, but unfortunately the power of friendship is nothing against the power of stabbing.
Yeah, Bumblebee just... gets stabbed right in the Well, where a heart would be, but it's
Right
just
in his robot heart.
right next to
Yeah.
his faction symbol.
Yes. He just falls down and the light goes out of his eyes. He is D-E-A-D, dead.
Yeah.
It's
Bumblebee
not good.
did.
And that is where the episode ends.
Dun dun dun!
That is brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a cliffhanger.
Like, is this the most
That
violent
is-
Transformers cliffhanger ever?
Oof.
Um,
It's probably the most violent Transformers cliffhanger that does not involve someone named Optimus.
That's true. And even
Yeah.
Optimus Prime getting Optimus Primal getting blown up in at the end of Other Voices. Like, you don't see him get blown up. There's just an explosion, and then you see parts of him.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is our beloved yellow, kid-friendly character getting stabbed by his human pal.
Yeah, it's, so they wanted it a little darker, huh?
Oh, you wanted darker. Because this is, and in, when this was aired in the States, this was aired as one movie. In Canada, they aired the first 2 episodes, and then you had to wait a week.
Oh, geez.
Oh man.
Canada's
that
children
is
had
harsh.
to wait like a week to find out that Bumblebee hadn't just been shanked.
Well, at least you got it the next week, and you didn't have to pay for some internet service to see the second half of the damn preview episode. What the? I'm still annoyed about that Star Trek thing.
Oh yeah, sorry, Star Trek people. You've got the Orville.
Yeah, you got the Orville.
I hear the Orville is okay.
My dad also likes that.
I also heard it
That's-
was okay.
I don't feel like watching.
That's gonna be my
Although
new...
I did also hear it from somebody who said I sounded like Seth MacFarlane.
You you look a bit like him. I don't know about sounding.
Oh my god,
well,
it's true!
Well, I guess you do. He kind of has a deep voice too, but it's like, you could pass for his brother easily.
Oh god.
Sorry.
And yeah, that is the episode. What is going to happen next time? Will Bumblebee get murdered? Are we going to find out what happened to Blurr's crumpled corpse? Will the Decepticons ever return to Dimension X?
Will Scorponok return? Of course he will.
Oh, it's still the Headmasters is still infecting us.
No.
Headmasters is always infecting me. I can't help it. It's always gonna be there.
Darn that Headmasters. Oh.
Aww.
But of course, we will be back in one short week to tell you what exactly happens, or, obviously watch the episodes yourself, because these are really good. Although this one, not a whole lot happens in this one.
No, not as...
This is definitely the one where it shows that this was going to be 2 parts, and we made it into 3.
Yeah, it's more random incidents that sort of fill in the middle.
We need to have, I guess, we'll put a rock monster in there. Like, I could kind of see a version of this episode where it's 2 parts, and, like, Sari turns into a robot to fight the Headmaster.
Yeah, in the commentary I listened to, they juggled some things around, like... Oh, I forget something. Maybe it was the rock monster thing that was supposed to... Oh, yeah, Bumblebee was supposed to be jumping around the universe in a later episode, but they just brought it into this episode to make it bigger. Something.
Okay.
Or I'm remembering the commentary track wrong.
Yes. Well, we will check up on this. I gotta listen to those myself. And we will return to you in that one short week.
Yeah, and hopefully by the time this comes out, we might have our Halloween-themed Patreon episode out. Maybe.
That's right. We've trolled Netflix to find the spookiest cartoons possible.
Ooh.
And we have ultimately decided that we are indeed afraid of some ghosts.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Bustin makes us feel good. What could this cartoon be? Why, it's obviously Filmation Ghostbusters.
No!
Get ready for some ghost fighting apes.
I'm pretty sure I did not throw out my VHS tape I had of that. Or I might have, I don't know.
My embarrassing admission is that when I was a kid, I thought that was just like one show, and there were just like some episodes where it was like the guys from the movie, and some episodes where it was these 2 doofs and their gorilla.
Oh, wow. That's a little odd. Well, I had some weird ideas about cartoons too, but
I mean, there were some episodes where it was like the guys from the movie, and some episodes where it was like Slimer and a bunch of dumb kids fighting a scientist.
Oh yeah, and well, wasn't that like the last season, Slimer and the Real Ghostbusters when the name changed?
Yes, but and see that it seemed like two very different shows. So I just thought there was like a third component that had a gorilla.
Yeah, you know.
I mean, looking back, it was incredibly stupid because I'm sure they were on like at different times.
Yes, and different animation styles.
And one was called just Ghostbusters, and the other one was The Real Ghostbusters, and had like the song from the movie.
Yes, I think that's a pretty good giveaway there.
I was kind of a dumb kid. Let's go, Ghostbusters, let's go.
Bustin',
Okay.
bustin'.
Anyway, so until our Patreon episode drops, or this next episode drops, you can find us all over the internet. We're on Tumblr, we're on Twitter, and we're on Facebook.
I'm sorry, I was just distracted by the fact that for some reason I got to looking at the Titans Return faces that Trent Troop had done on Shapeways. And I got distracted by the fact that this one that's either Leader 1 or possibly Slingshot, which is where I initially was like, wait a second, it's called Jennifer 1. I'm like...
Oh, well maybe it's both, and he did that intentionally.
Yeah, cause I
am... the same head.
I am the fandom's preeminent Aerialbot fan. Anyway... So we are hosted by IaconUnderground.net, where we have a Patreon set up where you can help support our podcasting fees and hosting and all that, and listen to our special episodes. That is at patreon.com/IaconUnderground.
And of course, our podcast can be found wherever finer podcasts are found, both on Google Play and on iTunes. Wherever you listen to us, please rate and review. And so until next time, when we finally conclude the Transwarped trilogy, I believe that's Transwarped Part 3, Season of the Witch, I'm Rob.
I'm Jen.
And I'm David.
Decepticon.
Well, you know, when we get to Robots in Disguise in like a year and a half, we should see if either Syph or Trent do podcasts.
Ooh, we should.
Because they were involved with its creation somehow.
Yeah, they did some material.
Submitted pitch idea kind of things.
I mean, I think they came up with
They do their own on YouTube podcast thingy with the Isle of Rangoon stuff, so shouldn't be that hard to get
right.
Over.
Yeah, I think they came up with the Autobots versus animal villains.
So they're why all the Decepticons are furries.
Yes.
Also, my ferret is being amazing right now. I have to take a picture of him.
Oh.